We're here on the post-game show on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. The Ducks take out the Birds in 5. Joining us now, head coach J.W. Kieckhefer. Coach, I never want to say necessarily moral victories, but your resiliency to come back, push it to 5. Talk us through the overall feel of the team right now after such a close game.
Yeah, not great. I think, what you put out there in set 4 is some pretty elite volleyball. The realistic pace is it's disappointing that we couldn't put it back out there in set 5. Our defense is so good. We block a lot of balls. I mean, Zach Nolan was a rock in serve receive. Dug some bombs by that Kobe Sherman kid throughout the match. Ryan Cholowinski is an absolute animal at the net, touching everything. We got Hudson Schweitzer going offensively there in 4, which was sweet. Kind of got the other team thinking. And we're getting back. We just can't play offense, and we've been talking about it all season. Awesome to see a 500 number there. It's just pretty brutal to follow it up with a 0 number at the end of the 5th set. So I'm really proud of the way Ryan Morey handled the offense. I'm more proud of the way Joe Kolwitz handled himself going to the bench and coming back and bombing some serves off the bench to help us score some points. I'm really proud of Ruben Emmerich, again, to get taken off the 6-2, but getting used in different spaces. He scored on some go balls there, I think in set 3 to get us going, to go block 18. The mental resilience of this group to go down 0-2 and to fight back, produce the volleyball we produced in 3 and 4 was electric. We got to go back and figure out how to play offense. And we knew that coming in. Just a little frustrating with finding it for a little bit and then going away. But we're close. I'm happy to battle this group, and I love this group immensely. And we'll come back better.
Now, you talked about kind of that change after set 2, going down 0-2, that resilience. What was changed, what was said during that break between sets 2 and 3 to really swing the momentum in a way that was drastic enough to force a set 5 down the stretch?
Just going back to believing in who we are as people, right? Resilient people, dudes who want to embrace challenges and things being challenging and not wanting things to come easy, wanting to work to find success and proving who we are, not settling for mediocrity, but proving who we are. And I thought we proved who we were today. I really did. And I'm so proud of this volleyball team for coming back the way they did. And we just talked about finding Carthage volleyball. Being relentless with the constant energy and effort. And just believing and trusting in that we're good enough to overcome any moment in any space. So, I think the same thing down 4-7 or 4-8 or 4-7. We had a pretty good play with Devin serving there, who did awesome off the bench. Devin O'Callahan to make some plays. Got it back to like 8-6 on the switch and battled late into set 5 and just made too many errors.
Now, Ryan Cholowinski, one of the senior leaders on this team, during set 2, we saw him literally leaning on a teammate, exhausted from how much the Ducks were making him move pin to pin, out to the 10-foot line and back. What does it mean for a guy with his senior leadership to battle through exhaustion and come away and pretty much keep you guys in set 5 the way he did with his blocking and his attacking?
It's important to use the right words in big situations, but it's more important that you have leaders that embody what you're talking about, embody that resilience, embody the relentless nature of what wins in competitive athletics. And our seniors collectively do that, all 5 of them. And you're seeing 3 of them out there doing it, in Ryan Cholowinski, Jack McDonald, and Zach Nolan, and the way they believe in this team and battle for each other and play defense in big moments and find ways to make plays, is pretty awesome. Josiah Flagger-Heron is doing a great job on the bench, helping out his middles, and so is Kyle Stursel. So seniors win, and when people embody that relentless nature, that confidence and trust in each other that we're going to find a way and we're going to just outwork this situation and find creative ways to make comebacks, that's when you go in. And I think Ryan Cholowinski particularly embodies everything we talk about, what is Carthage volleyball. And so that's pretty awesome. I'm really proud of that kid.
quick turnaround tomorrow, Coach, for both these teams, but especially you guys. Talk us through what tomorrow's going to look like before you guys tip off at 4.
Yeah, I said to the guys at the end of the match, like, we got to use our competitive nature here tonight and tomorrow morning, and that is who can recover the best, who can drink the most water, who can stretch the most, who can use a Normatec a couple more times, who can eat the right way, who can sleep the most, right? Our competitive needs to push down the recovery side of things and focus on Baldwin Wallace. Like, we don't need to talk about this match any more than any more seconds and give that thing any more air than it is. We got to go win a match against the top 15 team in the country, and Baldwin Wallace is really, really good. That record's not a fluke. They're not a fluke for being ranked that high. Kyle Mars has done an incredible job with that team. A lot of fifth-year guys ready to go, and they're battle-tested and experienced. And so we don't get to talk about what just happened. We got to go figure out Baldwin Wallace and what we're going to do to slow them down on the defensive side, how we're going to make a couple better offensive decisions and a couple better offensive swings to go win a match. And so our competitiveness is on Baldwin Wallace and what we're going to do to slow them down and how we're going to recover the right way. And so we'll scout. That's really it. We'll scout and stretch tomorrow. Yeah. We're lucky we get the last one of the day, which is cool. And so that's nice. Nice home court advantage when you play these tournaments. You get the last match of the day. So more time to recover, and again, who can recover the best? That was a challenge there at the end of the locker room speech.
Sounds great, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Go Birds.
Again, that was head coach J.W. Kieckhefer. You could tell the emotion he has, the care and love he has for each and every one of these players in this team. There's no easy way around it. They were so close. But the test is now going to be, how do they bounce back from this? Not even physically, as he mentioned, but mentally, emotionally, as we look at some of the final numbers.
Absolutely, and I mean, this game was neck and neck the entire way. You couldn't have asked for a better top 10 matchup here at the Frog Jump Invitational, and Coach Kieckhefer hit on the head. They made too many mistakes tonight. Yeah. They paid the price for it, but they can't hang their heads on it, because out of one battle into a next with Baldwin Wallace tomorrow, fortunate thing for the Firebirds is Baldwin Wallace has to face Stevens right before they play Carthage. So they'll be, again, that battle of recovery. There won't be that recovery time for Baldwin Wallace.
Indeed, as we look at some of the numbers as well, 20-14 the service error differential, but again, multiple service errors in the fifth really didn't help the Firebirds and what they needed to do. The Ducks, 69-57 the digs. They just had those few extra digs. You know what I mean? Whether it was the first set, whether it was the fifth set, those few extra that really made the difference. But Absolutely. It was such a pleasure seeing two of the best in the nation go at it this evening. Let's take a look now at what is upcoming for the Firebirds across the plethora of sports. Tomorrow, swimming, 11 o'clock with the Wisconsin Private Colleges meet. Men's volleyball, Stevens versus Baldwin at 1:30. Justin will be on that call, and then our men's volleyball team will take on Baldwin Wallace at 4. Next Wednesday the 5th, women's basketball versus North Central. And Saturday the 8th, the big one, Illinois Wesleyan comes to town for the doubleheader men's and women's basketball. The final broadcast on the Marquee Sports Network, so make sure you tune in for that and get that app ready to go. And again, all games can be found on demand on that app as well. Once again, Stevens and the Ducks take out the Firebirds in 5 thrilling sets. We appreciate you being with us on this Friday evening in Kenosha. Once again, for our staff and crew, for Mike Love, John Voinovich, our producers, Laura Ainsley, Dan and Morgan, the best you can get in the CCIW. This program has been a presentation of Firebird Broadcast Productions in Carthage College, copyright 2025. Once again, for Justin, I'm Peter. We'll see you tomorrow on the Firebird Broadcasting Network.